Doing what?
Car sharing.
Huh. Apparently it's good for the environment. That and the fact we haven't got enough car park spaces at work.
That was Peter Kay's hit comedy Car Share. But while it may look like a joke to some, the last laugh is on the growing number of people car sharing for real, to save or to make some cash. Helen Wharton is a 52-year-old fabric designer from Cornwall. Helen loves her job, but it's based in London, which means she has to commute to the city every Monday. 4 days later on Friday, she makes the very same journey back again. That's a 534-mile round trip. The £80 a week Helen spends on petrol is cheaper than what she'd pay out on train fares. But, in actual fact, Helen ends up paying nothing. Yes, you've heard it right, not a penny. So how does she do it? Helen's a car sharer, renting out her empty car seats to paying passengers on each of her trips to and from London.
Between Cornwall and London, I charge £20 a seat. It depends on how many passengers I have, but it's usually between 2 and 3 a journey.
This makes Helen between £80 and £120 a week, which easily covers her fuel costs.
I would say that I am travelling for free now.
Today, Helen is taking Joe, Ainsley and Andrew to London. They may look like a group of pals on a road trip, but before they started car sharing, they were complete strangers.
It's quite easy to form relationships with people because once you sit with them for 5 hours in the car, at the end of 5 hours, you actually know them quite well.
I had my nephew's christening yesterday.
Joe and Ainsley have become regular paying passengers, and it means they end up saving a fortune on their travel.
It's actually been a real lifesaver for us in terms of, you know, making the move down to Cornwall and me being able to keep up my job in London. So financially, it's actually opened up that possibility for us, which has been fantastic. I work from home every other Monday.
Oh, that's good.
Andrew is trying car sharing out for the first time.
So for Helen to do it, it's great for her. And us.
We do end up on a lot of journeys discussing all the things you're not supposed to discuss with people that you don't really know very well. Religion, politics, sexuality, and all of those subjects get covered. It's quite funny.
City lights are falling.
Car sharing is part of what's called the shared economy, which basically means you rent out items or services like Helen does in return for a fee. For example, you can hire out a hammer or any other hand tools for around £5 to £10 a week. If you don't own one, why buy when you can rent for those odd DIY jobs? Your house can make you money too. Renting out a room or loft for storage could make you up to £200 a month. Or you can hire out your drive, earning up to £460 a year. And you can even get people to pay to borrow your pet. So yes, Charlie the dog can earn you some dosh. The beauty of the shared economy is you can make decent money by not doing very much at all. And that's just what Wendy Tao does by renting out her bike. Today, through a website, she's renting it to Phoebe for a long weekend.
Nice.
Hi.
Phoebe, right?
How are you? Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Over 4 days, she'll earn £60.
This bike in particular, I was interested in renting because my fiancé is training for a half Ironman. He does long cycles in Richmond Park every weekend, and I wanted to join him on his long cycle this weekend.
If you don't use it every day, hiring your bike out could bring in easy money, as it has done for Wendy. And it's thanks to schemes like the one she signed up to that the UK shared economy is worth £500 million a year.
Hey, Wendy.
Hey, Phoebe.
It's growing at such a pace that it's set to be worth a mammoth £9 billion over the next decade.
How was the bike?
It was a lot of fun.
Another satisfied customer and a few more pounds contributed to the booming shared economy.
What a great way to make some extra money. And if you're thinking of offering